That actually was the reason why I got into acting. Before that, I was in the marketing world, working in the corporate office and everything. But it was right after I think graduated UC Irvine in '07, so about 3 years ago. And I did Miss Asia USA and Miss Korea, Southern California. And my parents, they always wanted me to do that before I got, older and wasn't able to enter the pageant. So I did it. I had a lot of fun. And I met a makeup artist who told me to audition for this commercial. And I didn't get that commercial. I think it was like a Korean commercial. It was probably just airing locally or something in Koreatown. And the director of that commercial said, hey, you should meet my friend who's an agent, and that's how it happened. So I went out on my first real commercial audition with an agent and everything. It was for Honda, and I booked it.
Awesome.
And it was a good experience. So I just kept doing it, and then I got into acting, and I really fell in love with acting. I've always loved the arts more than science and math and anything that was too serious, I thought. So I just love acting. I grew up competing and doing recitals for flute and piano. Ever since I was 5, I was on the piano and doing concerts and stuff. So I was always comfortable performing in front of people just with my flute and piano. So when I was on stage doing pageantry stuff, I was like, oh, this is fine. People are watching me, it's fine. I grew up, doing flute and piano in front of people, so it was a normal thing. But I enjoyed expressing myself on stage and performing for people. I actually auditioned for a one-liner or something for Glory Days. I didn't get that. I was like, oh man, how can I not book a one-liner? And then I think a week later, the casting director called me in for Jane's role, and I got that, and I was very happy about that. So.
And you got to make out with Tim and everything. So.
Totally. I don't know why. I think about 2 out of the 3 projects I've recently done have all been making out with somebody. I mean, it's not comfortable when I'm watching it with my parents, that's for sure.
Oh, really?
Well, it's just yeah, I prep them up a little bit. I'm like, just expect a little, awkwardness coming up in about a minute, and they're fine with it. And it's interesting because it's a national commercial, right? But I speak Korean. My first line in the commercial is a Korean line.
Oh, really?
Because I'm playing a stewardess, kind of, I guess, for a Korean airline, and yeah, my first line is in Korean, and then I speak with an accent in the rest, so that's gonna be interesting too. My accent comes in handy, I swear it does.
You don't have an accent. Did you have to work on it?
Well, yeah, of course I can do a Korean accent. I can do a Vietnamese accent. I love doing that one. It's so much fun. But my Korean accent has gotten me some work. I mean, this Bayer aspirin commercial, so random. And I did a comedy voiceover thing for Jimmy Kimmel Live. And I sang in Korean. It was a mock parody tribute to Kim Jong-il. And whole thing, I had the thickest Korean accent. Parents watched it and they laughed because that's kind of what my mom sounds like. I actually worked on that last year, and it was my first film booking. So I did the audition. And then 2 days later, my agent was like, do you have your passport ready? I was like, yes. Do you have your bags ready? I'm like, what do you mean? You're going to Germany in 2 days. So I was like, what? I literally just packed my bags and left to Berlin and memorized my script on the flight over there. And it was the most amazing experience. I'm not sure. I know that I just watched it about a month ago at the American Film Market. So I waited a good year to watch it. I was so excited. And it's a really gruesome movie. Beware, it's gross.